Hello everyone, Mr. Lipchick here, and our lesson today is on defining human geography. What distinguishes human geography from physical geography is a focus on where and why of human activity. Okay, why do people live in certain places? Why do they do the things that they do? Human geography is considered a social science because it focuses on human behavior in relation to the natural world. It studies the life, welfare, and relations of humans and communities of many sizes, from small villages to the world community. This section focuses on the cultural traits and social customs of different peoples. Social is defined as of or pertaining to the life, welfare, and relations of human beings in a community. Culture is defined as all of the knowledge, attitudes, and behavior patterns shared and transmitted by a society. Material culture includes things such as clothing, houses, dances, food, and art. Non-material culture includes things like aesthetics, that is, what is considered beautiful, behavior, and beliefs. What material culture produces is usually a reflection of the beliefs and values of the non-material culture. A cultural trait is a single behavior or attribute of a specific group of people. For example, the use of eating utensils. In Western cultures, forks, knives, and spoons are used, and chopsticks are used in some Asian civilizations. And there are other civilizations that simply use their fingers. Ethnicity and race. Ethnicity and race are not the same thing. You will hear them frequently interchanged in popular dialogue, but they are not the same thing. Ethnicity is identifying with a common group of people who share a distinctive culture of a particular place. And this can include, but not necessarily, things such as religion, food, clothing, ancestry, and race. Race, on the other hand, consists of human populations that have a common biological ancestry. There are wide variations of physical appearances within races, and physical features are not conclusive evidence of belonging to a particular race. Keep in mind that race is not the same thing as species. We are all the same species. We are all Homo sapiens sapien. We're all human beings. Race has a very negative connotation in our society because of the history of racial strife in the United States and in other places. But just keep that in mind. Religion. Religion is the belief in and a reverence for a supernatural power or powers regarded as creator and governor of the universe. Usually this includes a code of ethics and philosophy, and it has an important role in how humans interact as individuals and groups and with their environment. Human geography identifies two categories of religion. One is universalizing religion, which tries to appeal to everyone and bring all peoples into the fold of its followers. The three universalizing religions most commonly followed are Christianity, Islam, and Buddhism. Ethnic religions are a religion that attracts one group of people located in a specific geographic area. And often these religions are closed to outsiders, or they do not actively seek people to come and join. Christianity is a religion in which the followings of Jesus Christ are the central focus, or following the teachings of Christ, rather. It has the greatest number of followers, 2 billion worldwide. It is the most wide-ranging religion on earth. It exists on practically every continent, or it does exist on every continent, I should say. It is a monotheistic religion, meaning that it follows only one God. The holy book of Christianity is the Bible. And the different branches of Christianity include Roman Catholicism, Protestant, and Eastern Orthodox. These are general categories. Within each of these, there are numerous branches and divisions. For instance, in the Protestant religion, you have Calvinists, Episcopalians, and on and on. In Orthodoxy, you have Byzantines, Greek Orthodox, Russian Orthodox. So just remember, these are all general categories that are used. Islam. Islam is a religion that believes there is only one true God, Allah, and that Muhammad is his prophet. Indeed, to become a Muslim, they believe that all you have to do is say with sincerity that there is only one God but God, and Muhammad is his prophet. That is the core or center of this belief. Muhammad was a 7th century Arab prophet and political figure. The Quran, the Islamic holy book, was dictated by Allah to Muhammad, according to the followers of Islam. And the two main denominations of Islam are the Sunni and the Shia, depending upon which you believe is the true successor to Muhammad. The Sunnis believe it was Abu Bakr, who was Muhammad's father-in-law, and the Shia believe that it was Ali, who was Muhammad's nephew. And there's a great divide between these two groups on a great deal of ethnic and, religious and political strife. It is the second largest religion on earth with 1 billion followers. Buddhism does not espouse belief in one God, but is more of a philosophy. It was founded in the 5th century BCE by Siddhartha Gautama, called the Buddha, or the Enlightened One. And it teaches that each person is born and dies many times, and what each person does in this life affects the next one. And the only way that one can break out of the cycle is by achieving enlightenment or nirvana, by rejecting worldly goods, violence, and extremism. Buddhism spread throughout Asia, where people often incorporated their traditional gods into the religious practices of Buddhism. And it is the 4th largest religion on earth. Folk culture versus pop culture. Folk culture consists of the traditions, customs, and lifestyles of a localized area of the world. Folkways are the habits and customs of one group of people practice and share in common. And pop culture consists of the traits and customs that occur regularly throughout an entire society. Okay, pop culture has become more and more important as methods of transportation and communication have increased, causing people to come into more contact with one another and share more culture with one another. It is the product of an industrialized society, and it has increased and spread as that industrialization has moved forward, along with the post-industrial innovations and technology. It is constantly changing. There's always something new. Okay, in the 90s we had certain songs, and today they're different. And it threatens folk culture by presenting a homogenized or blended view of how life should be. The young people generally kind of drift towards pop culture, often reject their folk culture, their local ways, and they begin to become more homogenized, join a more homogenized group culturally with the rest of the young people in the country. Okay. Language. Language is a set of sounds, gestures, and written symbols used to express thoughts. There are at least 4,000 distinct languages spoken on Earth. It is fundamental to the culture and binds culture identity. The words, gestures, and expressions of a language reflect a culture's value system. That concludes our discussion on defining human geography. Thank you for your attendance, and I look forward to seeing you in the live lesson. Have a great day.